Welcome to our session on emotional intelligence, the fifth element of balance. In this presentation, we will explore how emotional intelligence not only supports workplace harmony, but also aligns perfectly with the essential role administrative professionals play in ensuring balance and flow within an organization. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to understand and manage your emotions while recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. EI is the fifth element, the balancing force, in workplace dynamics. Much like the fifth element in the traditional system of water, air, earth, and fire, just as these elements harmonize to create balance in nature, emotional intelligence ensures harmony within the professional environment. Think of administrative support roles as the ribbon between the cogs of a machine. Administrative support professionals ensure that information, data, and resources flow smoothly throughout an organization. They are the invisible force keeping the system balanced, and EI amplifies their ability to do so effectively. EI is critical for building trust, fostering teamwork, and navigating workplace dynamics. Daniel Goleman identifies five key components of emotional intelligence as self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. These components align with traditional elements: water for self-awareness, which is reflective and fluid; air for self-regulation, which is clear and adaptable; fire for motivation, which is passionate and dynamic; earth for empathy, which is grounded and nurturing. Emotional intelligence is the fifth element, the balancing force that harmonizes these components and creates workplace harmony. Self-awareness is like water, fluid and reflective. It allows you to notice your emotions before they overwhelm you. Emotional hijacking, for instance, occurs when emotions overpower logical thinking, leading to impulsive reactions. For an example, imagine receiving unexpected criticism in a meeting. Recognizing the signs of emotional hijacking, like frustration or defensiveness, can help you pause, take a deep breath, and respond calmly. This awareness ensures your response is professional and balanced. Let's take a moment to pause and reflect on your current emotional state. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, which allows you to understand how your emotions affect your actions and interactions. Here's what I'd like you to do. Think about how you're feeling right now. Consider what might have influenced this emotion. Was it something recent or ongoing? Reflect on how this emotional state might be impacting your behavior, such as how you communicate or handle tasks. Write down your thoughts, or if you're in a group, share your reflections with others. This activity will help you practice recognizing and managing your emotions. Self-regulation is like air, calm and adaptable. It helps you manage your emotions in stressful situations. Attunement is a part of this, allowing you to stay emotionally present and supportive. However, attunement can unintentionally cause your emotions to shift as you absorb the energy of the other person. This is why self-regulation is essential. You must avoid being swept away by their emotions. I often say, you can't get counter mad when someone is upset. It is easy to let their emotions influence your own, but their emotions are not yours. Instead, focus on acknowledging their feelings while maintaining your own emotional independence. For example, if a colleague is angry during a discussion, you might say, I can see you're upset. Let's figure out a solution. This validates their feelings while keeping the conversation constructive and balanced. Motivation is like fire, dynamic and energizing. It keeps you moving forward even during setbacks. Positive motivation helps inspire resilience and productivity. Imagine your team misses a project deadline. Instead of focusing on failure, highlight lessons learned, acknowledge their hard work, and refocus on the next goal. This approach helps keeps morale high and fosters a forward-thinking mindset. Let's pause to practice applying emotional intelligence in a conflict resolution scenario. Motivation is key to keeping yourself and others focused on solutions during challenging situations. Here's the scenario. A colleague is upset because they feel overburdened with tasks and believe they're not being treated fairly. Here's what I'd like you to do. If you're working with a partner, role play this scenario. One person plays the colleague and the other uses emotional intelligence to address their concerns. Rotate roles if time allows. If you're doing this solo, write down your responses, incorporating the EI components self-awareness, water, recognize your emotions and stay composed, self-regulation, air, respond calmly and thoughtfully, empathy, earth, show understanding of their feelings and perspective, motivation, fire, use positive language to inspire a constructive solution. After the activity, reflect on what strategies worked well and where you could improve. This practice reinforces the application of EI in resolving workplace conflicts. Empathy is like earth, grounding and nurturing. It connects you to others and helps you understand their emotions even when unspoken. Observational skills are critical for empathy. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and changes in behavior. For example, slumped shoulders, crossed arms, or avoiding eye contact might indicate discomfort or stress. Similarly, a normally talkative colleague who is unusually quiet might be experiencing emotional challenges. In these moments, empathy means taking the time to check in. If a coworker seems quiet during a meeting, you might say, "I noticed you seem quiet today. Is everything okay?" This approach shows you're paying attention and care about their well-being, building trust and rapport. Now, let's analyze a workplace scenario using the components of emotional intelligence. Empathy is key to understanding the emotions of others, especially through nonverbal cues like body language and tone. Here's the scenario. A colleague is frustrated during a meeting because they feel their ideas are not being heard. They interrupt others and dominate the conversation. Here's what I'd like you to do. Think about how each EI component can help you address this situation. Self-awareness, water. Recognize your emotions in response to their behavior. Self-regulation, air. Stay calm and avoid reacting impulsively. Empathy, earth. Observe their frustration and understand its root cause. Motivation, fire. Keep the meeting focused on its purpose and encourage collaboration. Write down or discuss how you would use these components to guide the team back to balance. This activity helps you practice applying EI in a real-world scenario. The fifth element, emotional intelligence, brings everything back together. It balances self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and empathy to create a harmony in the workplace. For example, if you are mediating a conflict between two coworkers, emotional intelligence helps you stay calm, actively listen, understand both perspectives, and guide the team towards a productive solution. This balance fosters collaboration and trust. Let's take a moment to evaluate what we learned and reflect on how emotional intelligence can be applied to your role. Here's what I'd like you to do. Complete the quiz to reinforce your understanding of key components like EI and how they apply to workplace scenarios. If you're taking this training solo, you'll find the quiz linked next to the training video. If you're in a group session, your instructor will provide the quiz as a printed or digital handout. Reflect on the activities you participated in. Whether it was the scenario analysis or the role play, ask yourself, what did I do well in applying emotional intelligence? What could I improve to better balance workplace dynamics? For feedback, identify one strength that stood out during the activities. Then pinpoint one area for growth that you can focus on moving forward. Document your reflections and track your progress. As we conclude, let's revisit the idea of emotional intelligence as the fifth element and you as the ribbon that keeps the cogs of an organization running smoothly. Administrative professionals like you are the invisible force ensuring that information, resources, and communication flow seamlessly through an organization. Without balance, even the most well-oiled machine can break down. Emotional intelligence is the tool that keeps everything aligned. When you apply the elements of self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and empathy, you foster collaboration, build trust, and resolve conflicts. Think of your role as the critical ribbon connecting the cogs, ensuring harmony and keeping the machine running smoothly. Your next step is to commit to practicing emotional intelligence daily. Start with self-reflection to identify areas for growth, and use these strategies we discussed today to strengthen your ability to maintain balance in your workplace. Thank you for participating, and remember, your role as the ribbon of balance makes all the difference.